Aquarius, welcome to Tourmaline Tarot. We're going to see what's going on this week for you. So we have Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. All right, that is a lovely way to begin a week. Magician, hi. Oh, please give me a good one. Oh, and the Sun. Woo -woo. Sorry, I didn't mean to woo-woo you. But basically with the Queen of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, it's like you're starting from the best place possible. Like you remember that game Pole Position? Like you wanted to have the best spot to start the race. You have it. You are like right at the forefront there. You have the Magician and the Sun. It's almost like Midas touch situation, Aquarius. It is like if you've wanted to start something, now's the window to do it, because the Magician is like the manifestation. This little bear is like, ta-da, like here we go. And then the Sun is just kind of like giving you the roadmap. It's like, here you go. Here's everything you need. You know what? In fact, I think the universe is going to drive the car for you and be like, here. It's like, let's find out. With the Six of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Hermit, you know, Six of Pentacles, it's really making sure where your time and energy are going. And I think that might be the tough part for you, is because if you have all these options now, it's like, whoa, crap, where did I put my time? Like, where did I put my energy into this? The King of Cups is a nice thing, though, because it does, you know, kind of keep you in a balanced position and able to take charge and make decisions. The Hermit, you might need to kind of, even though everything's good, you might need to take some evaluation time. Now, I'm only talking about a week. It's not like the rest of your life. So the Hermit energy can be like a moment where you need an hour to just reset, rethink, like, okay, is this what I really want to be doing? Yes or no? And then you can kind of decide from there. But with the Six of Pentacles and King of Cups, it's coming from a balanced place. It's not like a stressed out place. So this Magician, what is getting manifested here? Eight of Swords. Hold on. Give me a minute. One more on the Eight of Swords before I say what I'm going to say. Seven of Wands. I feel like with that combo, there's an element of the obligations of everyday junk that, you know, you feel like you're a little beholden to that. You might have this whole, you know, Sun and Magician energy and Ace of Cups going for you, but you still have the everyday stuff that you have to look at. This deer, he's like, no. So, you know, this is kind of, you know, with that Six of Pentacles situation, there is an element of like where you're putting your energy and your time. Now this Eight of Swords and Seven of Wands could be that energy of like Eight of Swords is feeling kind of stuck for me. This is obligation. Seven of Wands is you saying like, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that is too much of a time suck. That is not the best use of my time or energy or emotional labor or whatever it is. So with the Magician though, there's the power that when you say that stuff, it actually is heated. Like someone actually gets up and like, oh, okay. Because the Sun can be the realization of people around you where they're like, oh, okay. So Aquarius, you know, having to use all their brain power elsewhere or their emotional labor or whatever else, it's kind of like you're redrawing the boundaries of like, this is not the best use of my time. So with the Hermit, what gets kind of figured out? Emperor with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's the best use of your time, because the Eight of Pentacles, you have 8 pentacles, you can only work on one thing at a time. And the Emperor says, you see this? This is what we're doing. You know, the Emperor is a very taking control thing. You're being very discerning about which thing is getting your time and energy. And then you feel like you're actually getting somewhere. You're not spinning wheels. This is a little spinny wheel action. But give me one on that. So how can Aquarius kind of like express this stuff? Ten of Cups. It all is coming from a good place. And I think this is what I mean by other people getting on board. They're like you were nice back here and you said like, see, see, look at this. This is nice. And then if you let me keep going and manifest and do this stuff and have these opportunities, it's almost like everyone kind of sees it at once. And you're able to take control of how this stuff comes about. Not that you have to be a control freak, but it's just like, wow, things do move smoother. Wow, things really do work better. This is actually a lot more productive and calm and nice. So the Emperor, all right, what is Aquarius doing here? The High Priestess. It's like, it's that gut feeling. It's that you know before other people know, that kind of thing. And it's almost like, hi, I've been here for a while. Thanks so much for meeting me. Like, you know, the buzzer for the Applebee's table has been going off and the party is not all there yet. Well, the party is going to be all there, you know, and you can finally take your seat and get your fried pickles or whatever it may be. So this is good. I like this. It's like everyone's getting on the same page. You might have been a couple chapters ahead and you have to backtrack so everyone else can catch up. But at the same time, it's way more collaborative than it was. So yeah, with the Lion, it's not necessarily shock, but there is kind of like a surprise, like a revelation almost, because the Pig, I'm not going to say somebody was like, you know, complacent, but there's kind of like an awareness now, like, oh, that I was being kind of complacent, kind of just like, it's good enough. Status quo. And then here is the Clover, which is the short-term Wheel of Fortune for me. I'm not saying this is going to go on forever, because, you know, the Clover is a shorter duration than the Lilies is. But it all kind of is just like clicking. And I like this click, Aquarius. I'm enjoying the click. This is too many, but basically what this says is garden, coffin, rose, stork, person. Essentially, there's an end to something that is, you know, kind of outward, and there's more inward stuff going on now. And there is a change that people are kind of like seeing the offer, seeing what you're presenting. Also, with going from a garden to a rose, you're narrowing down. You know what I mean? Like this is the pick and the pentacle point. Like you go from having an entire garden of stuff to picking the one rose. You're like, this is what we're doing. So I like that. Yeah, you're locking it down. The Tower with the safe. Now the Tower is more of like the Hierophant-y card for me. It's not like Destruction Tower tarot kind of situation, but there is an importance placed on this. There is like an emphasis that people are like, oh, in a way. And it all stays on track. I like this. So what is this kind of revelation about with the Pigums? There's a meeting in the middle. There's like an amicable like handshake. There's agreements that are kind of coming out on both sides. And the Shepherd. I'm not saying that you don't trust it yet, but it's almost like you want to see proof in the pudding before you settle in a little too hard. Yeah, but then there's the Fish. There's emotions. I think this is a lot more emotionally tied up than potentially you gave yourself credit for or acknowledged. But there's like a little bit of fulfillment going on with this High Priestess situation. It's a lot more calm, and like I said, people are finally catching up to the chapter of the book that you've been reading, you know, whether they get on audiobooks or they read the Cliff Notes or, you know, the children's version, whatever it is. People are finally catching up to you, Aquarius. All right, that's what I have, and I'll talk to you later.